Up to speed.
کاوش
Let's start
مدیا.
with Sunday, April 18th. Now, Iran marked its annual Army Day, and to do so, they held a massive military parade showcasing some of their latest hardware. At the forefront in this parade was Iran's growing fleet of attack drones. Now, the drones were carried on the back of trucks, and the trucks were emblazoned with the slogan, "Down with Israel." Of course, no surprise there. But the drones came in all shapes and sizes. We had attack drones, surveillance drones, so-called suicide drones, which could be packed with explosives and flown into a target. More on that in a minute. But the Iranian regime clearly is very proud of this growing arsenal of attack drones. One Jerusalem Post writer called Iran a drone superpower. They were again at the forefront of this military parade. Obviously, the regime takes this drone arsenal very seriously and sees it as a great benefit for their efforts. A top Iranian army commander called them, quote, Iran's trump card in any future engagement with its enemies, and he promised that these drones would be used on the battlefield. Now, this really comes as no surprise. If you've been watching the Watchman newscast, folks, over the past few months, we've been telling you that Iran is building and building this drone arsenal. In particular, key point here, these were domestically produced Iranian-made drones that were shown off yesterday at this military parade. Really, we saw the first glimpse of this back in January. We reported it here on the newscast. Iran held its first ever drone drill earlier this year, showcasing hundreds of these attack drones, and again, very, very proud of what they are building. But a key point again is Iran is not just keeping these at home in Iran. They are sharing this drone technology with their proxies across the region. The Houthis in Yemen, probably the most successful example of that if you are Iran. Again and again on practically a daily basis, the Houthis are using these attack drones to attack Saudi Arabia. Oftentimes they will combine these drones with missiles to have a kind of a hybrid model to attack the Saudi kingdom. That has happened repeatedly. That's number one. Number two, we know that Hamas, Palestinian Islamic Jihad, have these Iranian-made drones. Hezbollah, of course, in Lebanon has them as well. Now, those Iran-backed Shia militias in Iraq also have the drone capability. We saw it on full display last week as a U.S. military base in northern Iraq was struck by an attack drone packed with TNT.
آنچه در مورد ما میگویند